Hello, my name is MooingCat and welcome to part 3 of this guide on how to start a brand new world. You can find all the other parts of this guide in the written version or the video playlist linked in the description. So, after 2 or so hours of gathering resources, it is now time to continue by buying 3 forge points and researching the next technology, construction. Doing so will allow you to complete a few more story quests until you get to celebrate a victory. After you complete this quest, you will trigger the very first side quest, and after completing quite a few of those, you will get to recurring quests. Recurring quests will be one of your main sources of resources early on, especially when it comes to goods and the occasional forge points. Up until now, you haven't unlocked any goods buildings, and following my recommendations, you might not unlock Bronze Age goods buildings at all, but more on that in later parts of this guide. So your job now is to complete and or abort the side quests until you get to the recurring quests. Now in the video you have seen me and you are seeing me aborting a few of these side quests, but in my written guide you can see a full list of the quests, exactly what they are and which I recommend completing, aborting, and which I will leave up to you. Now, quite a few of these are production quests, so if you complete all of them, this part will probably take around 30 minutes. If you abort all of these though, you can probably get through this section in 5 or so minutes. Personally, I think it's worth going for most of them, because you don't really need to rush. The next part of this guide is also based on waiting, so you don't really need to rush here. Now, eventually you will get to this quest to build 2 cultural buildings. Here I recommend keeping one or both of them in your city. Personally, I placed one, sold it, and then placed another and kept that. This gives you a nice boost of happiness and it doesn't waste all the resources needed to build them. Now, if you do keep one or both, I do suggest getting rid of the trees now. They have served their purpose as an easy way to get early happiness. But now, as you are starting to get more and more friends, you don't want the trees to be aided, and unfortunately they do seem to have quite a high priority there. So, during the completion of the side quests, you have rebuilt your city slightly. This is how mine looks. It's mostly the same, not a lot has changed. Now, the next part of this guide will cover what happens next, which is mainly doing recurring quests. Alright, that's it for this part. Hopefully you found it helpful. You can find all the other parts linked in the description through the playlist or the written guide. And with that, let me thank my Patreons before I end this video. I would like to thank Homestar, Fort Prefect, Lorden, Rock'n'Robin, Kim Cayley, Rolf the 8th, PQ the Goat, Dan Suminad, JT, The Rev, Merrick B, Hugo Kant von Count, Jan Fredriksen, Jude the Genuous, Filda, Rush, Susan Weiss, Megarock, Rocco, Eric, Henrik Dare Klerberg, Mattia, Obsidy Obsessed, Raf, Kim, Adaril, Mike, Wolfboy, and Flavius Belisarius. Thanks a lot for watching, take care, and I will see you in the future.